Picture this, 2 million years ago on the open savanna. No stadium, no scoreboard, no guy in row 12 yelling at the umpire. Just you, a sharp rock, and a target that really doesn't want to become dinner. You plant your feet, twist your hips, and launch that rock at high speed. Direct hit. That single throw just kept your whole family alive for another day. Now, that throwing motion is actually a biological superpower unique to humans. Chimps can throw, sure, but terribly. We evolved shoulders built like literal elastic slingshots. Fast forward to modern times, and a cricket fast bowler uses that exact same sequence. He rotates his hips, whips his shoulder, and fires a leather ball at 90 miles an hour. Bam! Straight into the wooden wickets. 2 million years apart, but biomechanically, they're doing the exact same thing. So what if we dragged our caveman ancestor straight out of the Pleistocene and dropped him into a modern stadium? He sits in row 4, holding his sharp rock, looking completely lost. He looks down at the field, looks up at a scoreboard that says day 5, and blinks. Which parts of his primitive brain would light up with joy, and which parts would short circuit? We're not talking about explaining the complex rules or the Duckworth-Lewis method to him. We mean pure biological human instinct. What does he actually see out there? Because here's the secret. Sport isn't new. Most of it is just ancient survival behavior, dressed up in white clothes and sun hats. And as he watches closely, a tiny spark of recognition hits him. Let's break down how hunting evolved into one of the world's most popular games. It all begins with the anatomy of the shoulder. Other primates are ridiculously strong, but they throw like this, clumsy. Humans evolved a spring-loaded shoulder that stores energy like a catapult. Researchers at Harvard showed this trait goes back nearly 2 million years. That's right, long before bows, arrows, or sharpened spears even existed. The engineering came first, and it came purely from hunting. So when this bowler charges down the pitch with maximum acceleration and unleashes a 90-mile-per-hour fastball, our ancient hunter instantly recognizes it. Hey, I do that every day. No translation needed for the throw. It's built into our DNA. But now, look at the batter standing ready at the other end. Tracking a fast-moving projectile in milliseconds requires top-tier hand-eye coordination. Calculating the speed, arc, and bounce of the ball? That's ancient hunting software running. But here's where the caveman gets totally confused. In the wild, if a hard object flies at your face, you duck, you run. You don't turn sideways and step into its path on purpose. Thump! It hits his padded leg, and he just stands there, totally unbothered. That kind of bravery only happens when death is completely removed as a possible outcome. It's a very modern, artificial kind of confidence. To an ancient human, defending yourself with a flat wooden stick looks totally wild. You see, ancient life was strictly binary. You eat or you starve. You win or you die. High stakes every single day. Modern cricket takes those exact same survival physical traits and strips away all real physical danger, leaving behind abstract rules. Look at the ball. You can't eat it. It's not trying to bite you. Why is nobody eating this leather sphere? And why is everyone in the crowd biting their nails in absolute terror? What are you all so tense about? There's no tiger. We created points and boundaries out of thin air to create tension. It's a game where nobody dies, but everybody acts like they might. But here is where anthropology gives us a brilliant answer. Play isn't the opposite of survival. Play is safe survival practice. Lion cubs mock fight so they can practice hunting without getting killed. Humans did the exact same thing in hunting parties. 11 people working in total sync toward a common goal. Sport is just a controlled simulation with the danger turned down to zero. We keep exercising those ancient coordination muscles because our nervous system loves it. Anthropologists have proven this across every human culture. Ah, it's hunting practice without the sharp teeth. It's not a rejection of survival. It's a rehearsal. Now, what about the weird rituals, like stopping the match for afternoon tea? That's not a modern British invention. That's a post-hunt tribal gathering. A built-in moment to pause, sit down, share food, and reset as a tribe. Scones replaced buffalo meat, but the social bonding function is identical. And what about the uniform? Everyone dressed in matching, crisp whites? Ancient humans used ritual clothing and face paint for every big ceremony. Matching clothes tell everyone we belong to the same group and follow the same rules. Our caveman doesn't know what cricket flannels are, but he knows what tribal dress means. It signals trust, group identity, and mutual respect. Rituals haven't disappeared. They just evolved. Now let's address the biggest joke in cricket. A match that lasts 5 full days? Modern fans with short attention spans think 5 days is ridiculous. But to an ancient human, multi-day endurance was just standard life. Early humans practiced persistence hunting, chasing prey for days without stopping. Not by out-sprinting the animal, but by simply outlasting it until it collapsed. 5 days of slow, patient, strategic effort with an uncertain outcome? Our caveman wouldn't find 5 days weird at all. He'd call it Tuesday. Even sitting through a 6-hour rain delay requires ancient hunting patience. You wait out the weather, conserve your energy, and strike when the sun comes back. Test cricket is the ultimate modern test of persistence. Humans have been hitting balls with sticks for thousands of years, all across Egypt and Asia. But official written records of cricket show up in England in 1597. It didn't start as a grand sport. It started with bored school kids in grassy fields. Shepherds used what they had, a curved shepherd's crook for a bat, and a low wooden farm stool or gate to defend as a target. It wasn't invented by a committee. It accumulated out of countryside boredom. Over centuries, shepherd sticks turned into carved wooden bats. Stools evolved into wooden stumps with bales resting on top. Simple tools, open grass, and human imagination. That's how simple outdoor games slowly turn into international sports. So let's wrap this up. An ancient human at a test match would be totally baffled by the score, completely confused by the rule book, and wonder why nobody gets to eat the ball. But he would recognize the throw. He would recognize the razor-sharp visual tracking. He would recognize the group sitting together to share food in the middle of a long effort. And he would recognize 11 people moving as one coordinated team. Just like a hunting party moving across the open plains. He wouldn't understand why it matters, but he'd understand how it works instantly. Because underneath the white uniforms, tea breaks, and scoreboard, cricket is just an ancient human body performing ancient instincts, dressed up in a game that forgot it used to be about staying alive.